He thinks it's funny, but I've got stories that can end his legacy.
One of the fiercest rivalries the NBA has ever seen is playing out right now. LeBron James and Kevin Durant took a subtle jab at Michael Jordan, only for it to blow back on them. It all started on the Mind the Game podcast with Steve Nash, where KD made a joke about MJ that many felt crossed the line. LeBron didn't help matters. He laughed a little too loudly, almost like he wanted the moment to land. This wasn't the usual debate over numbers, highlights, or legacy talk. The comment struck something more personal, tied to Jordan's family, and that made it hit a lot harder.
You know what I'm saying?
You know how hard it is.
Some people say, I want to go play baseball.
Right?
Yeah. And then I want to come back.
It struck a nerve, and Jordan didn't hesitate to respond. He came back with a single line that seemed to stop the entire league in its tracks. He can laugh now, but I've got stories that could erase his legacy. That statement sent shockwaves everywhere. And it was only the beginning. MJ didn't just defend his name. He went on the offensive. Rumors started surfacing about behind-the-scenes details, including LeBron's alleged connections to controversial figures and subtle insinuations about outside assistants enhancing performance. Suddenly, the situation escalated far beyond trash talk. Today, we're unpacking it all. The disrespectful joke, Jordan's icy response, the hidden tensions, and the revelations that could reshape how people view the legacies of LeBron and KD. To understand how it all spiraled, we have to rewind to the exact moment on Mind the Game.
This is nothing but a Michael Jordan diss, bro. A Michael Jordan headshot. And it's crazy coming for a like KD, who has literally talking about commitment.
At first, the internet tried to brush it off like it wasn't a big deal, until people really caught on to how obvious the disrespect was. The episode started out normal enough with LeBron, Steve Nash, and Kevin Durant just talking basketball like they always do. Then, out of nowhere, KD slipped in one of the slickest low-key disses an NBA player has ever delivered. The conversation was centered on longevity, minutes played, rest, and all the usual stuff, nothing out of the ordinary until that moment changed everything.
You and Michael at a good spot.
Who, me and Michael?
Jordan?
Yeah, we're a good spot. We don't talk.
Why not, you think?
Because I'm still playing.
KD slid it in so casually you almost missed it. He said it with a straight face like he was sharing some harmless trivia, but it was anything but that. It landed as a direct shot at Michael Jordan's deepest wound. The implication was clear. That Mike walked away when things got hard. But the most telling part wasn't even the comment itself. It was LeBron's reaction. You could see him trying to hold back the laugh for a split second before breaking into full laughter, like it slipped out despite himself. That moment made it obvious this wasn't some off-the-cuff joke. It felt rehearsed, like something they'd laughed about privately before. And that's where the weight of it all hits. Jordan's time in baseball came right after the murder of his father, and what he went through during that period was genuine life-altering trauma.
Got it? Okay. Guys, everybody.
People have always called Jordan's switch to baseball strange, but anyone who actually lived through that era knows the truth. He was honoring his father's dream. That's it. So when KD turned that moment into a joke, he didn't just cross a line. He went straight at the one subject Mike has never treated lightly. Once the clip hit social media, the backlash was immediate and brutal. Fans tore into both LeBron and KD, and sports creators didn't hesitate either. The video spread everywhere, getting replayed, dissected, and called out from every angle. And let's be honest, KD knew exactly what he was doing. He's a student of the game. He knows Jordan's story inside and out, which is why so many people saw it as a calculated shot. LeBron laughing only made things worse. One star making a reckless joke is bad enough, but two all-time greats smirking at the GOAT's darkest chapter? That's a rough look. If you want to trash talk MJ, keep it basketball. Go after the Wizards' years. Joke about his intensity, even the teammate fights. Anything except something rooted in real grief. People kept saying KD didn't mean it like that, but intent stopped matching the moment it landed. The second LeBron laughed, the entire tone shifted. What makes it even more ironic is how both KD and LeBron love to present themselves as above the drama. Yet they somehow end up sparking the biggest controversies every time. KD gets defensive over the smallest slights but starts fires on a podcast. LeBron plays friendly with MJ in public, then laughs the second he thinks he can slip a joke in. And if history has taught us anything about Michael Jordan, it's this. He stays silent until someone presses the wrong button. And this time, KD and LeBron hit the one button they never should have touched.
So right there made me the greatest player of all time. That's what I felt.
A lot of people treated that moment like some shocking act of betrayal, but if you actually know the history between LeBron and MJ, it really wasn't surprising at all. Those two have never been close, and there's no reason to think that's suddenly going to change. The more context you dig up, the more obvious it becomes that LeBron laughing at KD's joke wasn't some slip-up. It was completely on brand. The clearest example came earlier this year during LeBron's interview with Pat McAfee, where he finally said the quiet part out loud. He admitted that he and Michael Jordan don't have a relationship at all. No calls, no conversations. Straight from LeBron himself. He tried to frame it by saying MJ is just too competitive, that he can't really engage with another superstar until that player is fully retired. But that explanation only added more fuel to the fire.
LeBron in his prime, Michael in his prime one-on-one. Who wins that game?
Myself, for sure. I mean, I'm gonna take myself versus anybody. I'll tell you one thing, they're gonna have to have a few wheelchairs and a couple ambulances there to get us off the floor.
And I'm listening to that thinking, really? Because the Michael Jordan everyone knows had no problem talking to active players. He built a real bond with Kobe, so much so they became like family. And if we're being honest, Kobe posed a bigger threat to MJ's legacy than LeBron ever did. That excuse felt like when someone tells you a friend hasn't called, because they're just busy. Yeah, sure. What made it even stranger was LeBron saying that once he retires, then he and MJ will finally be close. That's like someone saying they'll start calling their dad once they move out. If there's no relationship now, retirement isn't some magic switch that suddenly makes Jordan pick up the phone.
There was a lot of heat on the fact that because of Michael's gambling habit, his father paid the price.
The fact that LeBron even said that tells you the distance weighs on him. You don't make a comment like that unless it's been sitting in your head for years. And that gap between them isn't new at all. You can trace it straight back to the 2022 All-Star Game in Cleveland and watch it unfold in real time.
And at this time, I had no thoughts of coming back and playing the game of basketball. So when I did decide to come back in 1995, and then we played Utah in 96, I'm at the center circle, and Brian Russell sitting next to me, and I look over to Brian. I said, "You remember this conversation you made in 1994 about I think I can guard you, I can shut you down, I would love to play against you. Well, you about to get your chance."
Remember when MJ walked out during the NBA 75 ceremony, and the whole arena erupted? He was hugging everyone with genuine energy, soaking in the moment. But when he got to LeBron, the mood shifted instantly. Jordan gave him this stiff, awkward "hey man" handshake, the kind that screams two people who used to talk but haven't said a word to each other in years. Then MJ stepped past him, spotted Luka, and suddenly lit up like he'd just run into someone he truly cared about. The contrast was wild. In a matter of seconds, the entire vibe flipped. And the craziest part? In LeBron's own building, on a night meant to celebrate legends, MJ showed more authentic warmth to Luka Doncic than to LeBron James. And honestly, can you even blame him? LeBron has taken shots at MJ's pride more than once, starting with the moment he went on camera and declared himself the greatest NBA player of all time.
He was caught dressed like my housekeeper. He calls himself the GOAT.
The first real crack in their relationship came after the 2016 finals. Before that, LeBron idolized MJ. He wore 23, mimicked his celebrations, and often said, "MJ is the reason I picked up a basketball." Then, out of nowhere, he crowned himself the GOAT while Jordan stayed quiet at home. MJ is competitive to the core, but he's also fiercely proud. If someone wants the crown, that's fine, earn it. Just don't declare it yourself on HBO. And then there's the whole one-on-one debate. Every few years, clips resurface of LeBron claiming he could beat MJ in a prime versus prime matchup, and he never frames it humbly.
The LeBron situation, because what LeBron essentially did here is he used nepotism to get his son a job in the NBA. That's basically what this was, and most people agree that's what happened. Bronny James, the son, did not play his way into the NBA. Most people generally agree with that.
He always peppers in little jokes like they'll need wheelchairs or stretchers after the game, as if he's pitching a full-blown movie trailer. LeBron in his prime, MJ in his prime. One-on-one. Who wins? I'll call the ambulance to get us off the floor. Sure, it's funny when you're talking about random players, But when it's the man whose legacy you've spent your entire career chasing, it lands differently. You can see why MJ wouldn't be thrilled hearing that. And that's exactly why KD's baseball joke wasn't harmless. It struck deep because that chapter of Jordan's life wasn't just some side story. It was a defining moment.
To not have passed Michael in 30-point games, and he's played, I think he's on year 20, right?
That moment was tied to his father, James Jordan Sr., and the pain Michael felt at the time was very real. Back then, he was grappling with a gambling habit, not as wild as some make it out to be, but enough to trigger a chain of events he never anticipated. Tragically, his father allegedly ended up paying the ultimate price, and many people pointed fingers because of the connection. Michael didn't plan any of it. He didn't see it coming. The guilt and weight he carried for years were things only he could truly understand.
KD is a great player. He's sensitive, 100% sensitive. What I said, and I stick by, KD is a great player. But he's going to have to win a championship without the Warriors to get the old heads' respect. And I used the analogy. I said, Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest ever, said, I had to win a championship without Shaq.
The baseball chapter wasn't random at all. Jordan Sr. loved the game deeply. He grew up with it, taught it to his sons, and always dreamed of seeing one of them carry it forward. So when Michael stepped away from basketball to play professional baseball, it wasn't drama or impulsiveness. He was honoring his father's memory, trying to bring a dream to life for the man who raised him and was taken too soon. The pressure didn't stop at home. The media went into a frenzy. Headlines screamed, "Jordan quits basketball for baseball. MJ escapes NBA pressure. Was he suspended?" Conspiracy theories spread like wildfire. None of it was true. Yet Michael had to live through it all while carrying the Bulls, the league, his father's loss, and endless rumors. All at once. It was overwhelming. And if you know anything about MJ, you know he doesn't take disrespect lightly. KD's joke or LeBron's laugh might slide with someone else, but with Jordan, every slight is remembered and met with surgical precision. Just look at his Hall of Fame speech. He didn't go there to be sentimental or soft. He went to dominate, to make everyone feel why he's different, why he never lets anything slide, and why nobody touches him when it comes to legacy. That wasn't just a career celebration. It was a masterclass in answering disrespect with force. That's exactly why KD and LeBron should have never touched the things MJ holds most sacred. Stats, rings, highlights, athleticism, they're fair game. But that baseball chapter, off limits, came from real pain. And MJ didn't just endure it. He turned it into pure greatness. He took tragedy, pressure, conspiracy theories, and the watchful eyes of the NBA world, and still became the greatest to ever play the game.
Trying to get back your timing and conditioning, really, to be honest, correct?
Yeah.
But the story didn't end there, because MJ answered LeBron and it was ice cold. He threw out, "Dress like my housekeeper." The man calls himself the GOAT, and the internet froze. That made things even more awkward for LeBron, whose past is full of moments that clash with the flawless image he tries to project. His laugh at KD's joke looks even worse when you consider it. This is the guy some call the greatest player ever. But for fans who watched real legends dominate, that title has always felt shaky. To understand why that laugh hit so wrong, you have to look at moments LeBron created himself. Clips of him hyping wild parties or showing off in ways that later backfired have resurfaced repeatedly. He's cultivated a good guy image, but these chaotic moments make his reactions look tone-deaf, especially when constantly compared to MJ. Add his power moves around the league, front office influence, and rumors swirling about performance-enhancing substances, and his laughter at MJ's deepest pain looks even worse. Nobody ever heard stories of MJ's teammates getting involved in family drama. MJ never needed product pushes, flashy media, or social media subtweets to cement his legacy. He let his aura, performance, and leadership speak for itself. LeBron's passive-aggressive online energy is a stark contrast to MJ's face-to-face handling of disrespect. Legends like Charles Barkley and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar have openly questioned LeBron's style, seeing through the act. And then there's KD. Kevin Durant is elite on the court, but his off-court behavior makes the timing of his joke worse. Burner accounts to defend himself online, leaving Oklahoma City for a super team, clashing with coaches in Brooklyn. All of it signals defensiveness and control. KD can score, shoot, and dominate games, but he'll never match MJ's cultural power or raw competitive fire. That joke had zero reason to exist. History proves a pattern. Disrespect a legend and you get humbled. Dwight Howard, Lance Stevenson, Shaq all have shown this. Legends don't forget, and neither does MJ. KD and LeBron put a target on themselves. MJ is dominance, culture, intimidation, and legacy wrapped into one untouchable package. Rings? Check. Cultural influence? Check. Competitive fire? Check. This was never about stats or highlight reels. It was MJ defending the throne. He has been tested, mocked, doubted, and every time he responds, it usually ends badly for the challenger. MJ hinted. He still has stories that could hurt LeBron's legacy. Will he share them? Probably not. That's not his style. He lets the record speak. Time proves the point. So ask yourself, if you were MJ, would you let the disrespect slide?